Hanging on the hanging on the
Banging on the speakers, ayy. This shit feel nostalgic, ayy. Feel like I was Frank, ultra from the palette, ultra from the aura, ayy. Shine like ultraviolet, ayy. You should bag up from me, cause I tend to get violent.
But hey, yo, it's we. It's the BSP JJK Replay. And the JJK ain't back, then my name ain't Matt. And if this ain't season 3, then her name ain't D. And welcome back to another installment of the JJK Replay, your new favorite post-watch pre-show before the new episode drops on Thursday. But because life be lifing, we just gonna drop this one Thursday morning. So good morning, all you listeners and travelers on your commute to work. Before that episode drops later on today, come take a look back with us for JJK episode 5 from season 3, titled Passion. And being a Philly-based podcast, we would be remiss if we didn't give you the Allen Iverson overview. In Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 episode 5, titled Passion, Tokyo Jujutsu High School principal Masamichi Yaga is executed by the other principal's name, whose name I can't pronounce, following his detention for creating self-sustaining cursed corpses like Panda. Yaga, considered a potential special grade threat by the higher-ups, dies while protecting his creation secret. No, he didn't. He really told how to make them. But okay, leaving Panda heartbroken. Meanwhile, Yuji and Megumi begin recruiting the powerful suspended student Kenji Hikari to join the culling gang. I liked this episode. Not a lot happened, so there ain't much for us to flesh out. I ain't gonna hold you. When a little peek behind the green curtain for all the listeners out there, when I text my dear friend D that I was watching the episode again really quick before we started recording, I expected to have you waiting a lot longer than what I ended up doing. Like when it ended, I was like, wait, did I get through 23 minutes that quick?
Yeah.
And I did. I got through 23 minutes that quick.
It was a quick watch.
It was a quick watch. So, but before we get into I wouldn't even call them nooks and crannies, because this was pretty much a very surface level episode. But I do want to get your take on something that I read on the interwebs yesterday, that there were a lot of people that were actually like shitting on this episode. And the reason was, apparently there is a subsection of fans who feel that JJK is pandering with their overuse of call-outs and homages. Homagi? I don't know what the plural of homage is. paying homage to animes of the past. And the one that they cited for this episode was when Itadori and Megumi changed into their not JJK high school student outfits. They're literally wearing Naruto and Sasuke's color palettes.
I thought so.
Yeah, so a lot of people were and this was the first that I was hearing about it, but I was reading like a little thread on Instagram where there's like a portion of the fan base, again, who feel like they're pandering. Like they're just like, okay, we get it, you guys love all these old animes too, but they're saying that the pandering is entering into a realm of like just copying shit. It was just like, we feel like because you're like using so many like Easter eggs that you're like filling up the storyline with like Easter egg shit. And I hadn't really like paid that too much attention. Like it wasn't something that like crossed my mind that there was a thing that happened. And I haven't gone back and like looked at like what are all the references in JJK, but apparently it's a thing that people are bothered by, which I don't get. But sure.
I think it's stupid. That's such a stupid take to me. As someone who describes himself as a baby artist, and I definitely have appreciation for art beyond, it's not just an anime, it's not just a manga, it's not just characters doing things. It is art. They are paying homage.
Paying homage. Name of this episode.
To great moments, like a great anime of the past, like the Naruto thing. I was like, it kind of looked like,
Oh,
I
hold on.
don't see.
I found the thing, like the actual
Okay.
blurb. If you want me to read it real quick.
Yeah.
So it says complaints regarding Jujutsu Kaisen often center on it being too similar to other popular shonen series, with critics arguing that it relies heavily on homages to Naruto and Bleach rather than establishing a completely unique identity. Based on fan discussion and criticism of recent episodes and chapters, here are the key areas of complaint. Derivative nature, perfect preparation over blah 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 blah. Yeah, so that they pretty much are saying that, you know, like them paying homage to all these animes is like moving the story along instead of having unique identity.
No, I
Yeah,
highly disagree because the art has nothing. It's not. They're not using it as a driver. You
yeah.
get what I mean? It's
Nah, I
not,
feel you.
oh, let's go dress up like Naruto and Sasuke, and then we're gonna do this
Shadow
thing.
clone
And then,
jutsu.
yeah, they're not
Yeah.
using it. Like, I don't know. I just see it as like a reason for people to hate.
Nah, I
It
feel
would be
that.
one thing if maybe no, because even if they, I don't care if they had them in, you know, the whole episode as as Sasuke and Naruto or something like that. They're still, it's a unique story. They're not, you know, copying off of anything. They're just being like, hey, don't forget about this.
The Gojo Kakashi Sensei like super duper parallels. I did, that was one that I did say where I was just like, oh, because I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, like manga wise. If Naruto's older than JJK, I would imagine that it predates it. So like when I first started watching JJK and like saw Gojo, I was like, oh shit, Kakashi Sensei. They just like ripped him out of the pages of Naruto. Like the white haired teacher who covers his eyes. So I mean, in that aspect, I definitely, when I first started watching season 1, I was just like, oh, they just stole a whole character, it felt like. So, but like you were saying, I don't think it like drives the story, like like or anything like that. But yeah, I didn't even know that this was like a thing that people were bothered by for JJK, that they're saying like, oh, it's just like breaching Naruto Light. I was like, never knew.
People always want to be bothered by something. You see a great anime, you gotta pick apart something to hate. You see a great anime, you know, being like, hey fans, but
Yeah.
oh my god, not an anime giving the fans something they might actually like. Oh.
And it's like in fucking TV and movies and everything, nothing's original. Like all of this shit is recycled and done differently. Like Bleach, a case could be made that like the bare bones of Bleach is literally Yu Yu Hakusho. Like teenage kid turns into a soul reaper. Like it's legit, like very similar. Like obviously like the stories diverge, but it's like I don't hear people like talking about, oh, Bleach ripped off Yu Yu Hakusho. Like I don't hear people talking like saying words like that. But yeah, I just thought that was very interesting.
So I just need to put this out there for a second. I was really confused for a second because I have never heard anybody pronounce it like that.
What's the pronunciation of it?
I don't know. I've only ever it took me a second. I've only ever heard anybody say Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah,
so I was like, I didn't know about that one, and then it clicked.
He's like, I never seen that show.
I'm sorry. It took
You're
me
good.
a second. Okay.
You're good. But yeah, but it's like, you know, I don't see people raising their flags talking about some like, oh, Soul Reapers and like all this stuff. You stole it. Like no one says anything about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just people being nitpicky. But I mean, like I said, the Gojo thing was something that I was just like, like he looked real familiar. Like, maybe they cousins. Like they just might be cousins. But let's get into the episode, or lack thereof, because not too much happened. It definitely seems like this episode was just a layup for the next episode, like where shit is gonna like hit the fan. But Megumi Itadori is really hard to say, because I think because of Ichigo, I keep wanting to say like Ichadori, like I go to say that. It's like Itadori. Yeah, so they infiltrate Fight Club. I love the reference of while we're talking about culture references, like hey, rule number 1, we don't talk about Fight Club. I loved that that they threw that in there. I bet
somebody out there was like, oh, how could they?
Right? How dare you steal that movie from that line from Fight Club? But I liked all that. Did it feel like to you that they like got into that shit real easy? Like it was like they legit walked up, had one conversation, they're like, yeah, you're in.
Yeah. Honestly, I wanted a little more like strategic. They got to do XYZ. Like,
me too.
Give me.
That's what I thought was happening.
But then
some
it was
espionage.
I was just like, oh.
They walked through the front door. Like they literally just walked through the front door. It was just like yo, we try and fight. He said, who sent you? He said, some guy. He's like, all right.
That's good.
Yeah, he said, checks out.
Good enough.
You're in.
Like, oh, okay.
I did love the fact that like when the big musclehead meat dude was trying to like scare him, and like Megumi was just like, this don't work on me, because like like he would have washed the shit out of him if he wanted to. Like, he's like, bro, I'll fuck you up. Like, it is what it is. Like, so I love that part. But yeah, they got in super easy. We see our guy Panda. We get like a little brief thing of where he was at. My man was apparently being held captive. Again, I have not watched the first season of JJK since it came out, so like I don't know if that was known to us as the audience that Panda was like locked away. Like, so, but if it was, I forgot. Like, so seeing him back, I do enjoy him because the last thing that I remember from Panda, and I'm sure I might be forgetting something, is when Itadori's class and Panda's class had like their class fight thing.
Battle, yeah.
That was and with Momo and Mai and Maki and all that stuff. Like that was the last thing that I remember from him. I'm sure he showed up during the Shibuya incident. He might have. I feel like he did. Briefly,
I think they mentioned something about going to get him during this season.
Yeah. I remember. So when they were doing, oh shit. By the way, this is for you, but we can keep it in the episode. Mm-hmm. They dubbed the episode where they make the plan with Tengen. So if you want to like actually understand the culling game rules, we got an English explanation for it.
Okay, I'll go back.
Yeah, I'm 1000% going back and watching that. I was like, yeah, I need to hear this without having to look down and read.
Side quest. Did you see the RDC skit making fun of it?
No.
Yes, RDC. They got Mark and Desmond. They did it
making fun of the culling game rules.
Yes.
All right, bet. So I'm gonna watch that.
Yo, it was so funny. You have to, because Mark is like trying to read the words, and then it's like goes fast, and he's reading what's down here, and he shows Desmond on his phone reading the rules out loud. It's so funny.
Yo, I'm so glad that was a shared experience, because I thought it was me. Yo, I thought I was just like, my speed reading ain't what it once was. I was like, I feel like that shit was on there for half a second. Like, I was like, and I was so happy when we shout outs to Senpai Silva, A1 and Gary. I was happy when we had everybody on, and it was like, yeah, I couldn't get them rules either. I was like, it's not just me. Love that. Another part that I thought that was like, oh, okay, this just happened. So they get into the Fight Club easy, no muss, no fuss. And then Itadori and Panda, no communication, just automatically sync up what the plan is. Like they just automatically start throwing fake punches, and like he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna like I was like, when was Panda? Panda wasn't even there for the meetings. Like, and last I checked, he hasn't seen none of them in a while, so there wasn't like, oh shit, the homie. Like they didn't know where he was at. Like I remember, like you were saying in the episode when they were like talking about like recruiting him, they were like, oh, like we don't know where he is. Like, and we get a half a second scene that he was apparently in prison somewhere. Again, if that happened, let us know in the comments. Like if we knew about that beforehand and forgot, let us know. But yeah, so it's just like when him and Panda came out the shadows and Itadori had that smile on his face, I was like, okay, we about to get like a little something, a little acknowledgement. Hey, friend, this and that third. But they just went right into like, all right, here's the plan. And I was like, oh, what? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
I wasn't expecting it to go down like that. I was
At all.
expecting like a Hulk Thor moment, like, hey, I know this guy from work.
Yeah,
and then proceeds
yeah.
to be
I did too. I thought they were gonna have to be like, yo, we got to make this look real. It's the only way they're gonna believe it. I thought they was like gonna really start fighting, but I did love every time he threw a punch, it would say tap,
the tap.
like tap,
And it was
tap,
like,
tap.
oh. Yeah.
And then when he beat him, when he finally beat him, he's like, oh, what a punch!
That was good. I like
Yeah.
that. I thought that was really cute.
That shit,
Because
that shit was
you know,
hilarious.
it just, you know, shows their personality a little bit or a lot.
Yeah.
I just thought I liked that part.
No, I did too. Yeah,
But-
just the tap, 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 tap.
Part of what you said when they were, you know, when they were fighting and discussing stuff, I was like, okay, so I guess it's, you know, one of those anime things like no one can hear them. They're having a conversation themselves. And
in a room surrounded by people. Like,
yeah, and so that was enough for them to get the plot over.
And yo, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we had a whole episode of Tengen and the guys making said plan, and then Panda just is now in on the plan. After 15 seconds, he like just gets it. He's just like, "Oh, cool, bet this is the plan. All right, bet."
Trust.
Like,
It was trust.
that's you know what? That's how we're gonna.
Trust.
That's how we're gonna write it off. He was just like, you know what? I don't know the plan, but I trust y'all. Like, I got you. I got you, big dog. I got you, big dog. But something that we did get to that I know that you want to talk about is we got a little bit of Panda's backstory. We learned about his creator, Masamichi Yaga, who was a former principal of Jujutsu High. We learned that he has this ability where he learned how to make cursed corpses, like basically have free will. You know, they weren't just like under the control of their sorcerer, which typically, you know, reanimated corpses and everything with cursed energies, just like under the full control of whoever the sorcerer was that, you know, brought it to life. But Masamichi, I like saying his name, Masamichi. He figured out how to make them, like, you know, be fully sentient. Like, yeah, exactly. They can do their own thing, thoughts, feelings, opinions, and all that stuff. And he was seen as like a high level threat for being able to do that. I love that he lived in an enchanted hidden forest with all his living stuffed animal. Like, yeah, I thought that shit was fire. But I know you had mentioned that like you wanted to kind of talk to like the parental part of that. So the floor is yours, my dear.
Yeah, no, for me, it was like, as a parent, part of me gets it. Like the lady in the wheelchair when she saw that little doll that was her son.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, but also horrified at the same time, because I thought to myself, like, what would I, God forbid, what would I do? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, as a mom, her like visceral, like, oh, that's my son. Yeah. But at the same time, it's a cursed corpse doll thing walking around, and it was kind of like,
yeah. And he even said, he was like, yo, like, that's not your nephew. He was like, he just kind of like has your nephew's programming. Like, he's like, just so you know, he's like, it's like your nephew's actions and stuff, but that's not him. Like, he dead. And he was like, yeah, I get it. It's just, it helps. Like, it helps. So yeah, that is tough, because then it's just like, I guess let me ask the question to you, you know, as parent to parent, like, you know, again, God forbid, you know, if we ever, you know, like, our children transitioned before we did, like, if somebody offered you like the ability to just have like the essence of your child still there in like a thing, a doll, would you take it? But it's blatantly clear, like, hey, this isn't your child. Like, your child passed on. We can't bring back the dead, but like, we can put like, you know, the personality of your kid in a thing. Like,
I don't think I could. That's the part that was like so disturbing. Like, imagine just like looking to your right and being like, that's not, you know, that's not my loved one. That's not my loved one. It doesn't, you know, husband, wife, you know, dead pet, whatever. Like, that's not really them. It's giving like Pet Cemetery or something. That part was a little bit.
And that could take us down a whole conversation of like, what is a soul really? Like, you know, what part of the human experience is the thing that like we get attached to? Is it like the physical being? Is it like the soul aspect? Because then I think of like the opposite in Game of Thrones with Khal Drogo and Khaleesi, where it's just like his physical body was there, but his spirit was gone. So it's just like, what's like the lesser of two evils? Like I can have like the personality of my child, but not my child, or like the physical represent, like the physical, my child's actual physical body, but there's just nothing like this. It's like, which way do you go? Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't type time. But yeah, I like that. I will say, and again, because I don't remember the first, look, you gonna hear me say this a lot. I do not remember the first season like that. I kind of not when you say vividly, whatever the opposite of vividly, murkily, yeah, murkily. They're just words. They don't control it. Murkily. Yeah, I feel like
we're making shit up.
Yeah, there's whatever the other versions of murky is. like there we go. That's what I was looking for. I do feel like I have a hazy memory that like Panda didn't know how he was created. Like that, I could be blending animes because I feel like there's similar story beats to go back to people's complaint about reused storylines. But I feel like when they first like came across him, it was kind of like, oh, what the fuck? How are you thing? And he's like, oh yeah, like,
I'm just
yeah, because
here.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not. He's like, yeah, I look like a panda. I talk like a panda. Well, no, I guess pandas don't talk. But he's like, I look like a panda, move like a panda. My name's Panda. He's like, but I'm not a panda. He's like.
That's okay. That part was unclear to me because they had the panda in a little nursery room, and I was like, whose soul is this? And how did the panda grow? It's supposed to be a corpse.
Right.
So how did the panda grow?
Yeah, and it seems like Masamichi, it seems like he, at least my interpretation was that it seems like he uses like stuffed animals. Like maybe I was wrong because like that little cat
boy those
thing,
things didn't look like,
you looked like a stuffed animal or like something. So with that, but I'm almost positive that there was a conversation in season 1 when Panda was introduced where they were saying like, yeah, like he looks like a panda, but he's not a panda. Like he's about as much of a panda as you are. Like he just looks like one. But you spoke to your point about like the how did he grow, like whose soul is in there. I felt like for like the reveal of how Panda was created, it was like super short. It was just like the first couple seconds of the episode, and then they moved on. Like, and I was like, oh, I felt like that would have been a bit more of a bigger like reveal. Like, oh, this is how Panda was created.
I want more.
Yeah, because I like the Panda character. I think he's cool as shit. That whole class, intriguing. Like his whole secondary.
I feel like they're more of
the
misfits.
1000. That's why they speak to my spirit. We got Nubman, we got Panda, we got.
What did you call it?
He can't be Boogie Woogie clap. He can't be Boogie Woogie no more. He can't clap. He don't got no hands. But yeah, like I do like their whole group. Yeah, look, Island of Misfit Toys. That's always been my steez. The broken toys, I always gravitated towards. There's beauty in the imperfection, you know. Like just being perfect is boring. Like if there's like nothing wrong with you, that's boring, bro. That's bland.
I always go back to what Syndrome said when everybody's super, nobody's super.
Yeah, well, good pull. Great movie. I'm gonna need them to age them up in the next Incredibles. Jack's been a baby literally half of my life. like half of my existence, he's been a baby. Like, grow up, bro. Like, unless that's your superpower, that you're just stuck as a baby. Like, grow up.
Terrible superpower.
Shout out to Incredibles too. That was a fire movie. The funniest shit. Side quest. The funniest shit in Incredibles 2 was when Elastigirl was chasing who she thought was the bad guy, and like the pizza guy that was possessed. You've seen Incredibles 2, right?
Yeah.
And he's chasing her down the hallway, and he just turns around and clocks the shit out of her. That part cracks me the fuck up. Because it's like,
wasn't expecting that.
Yo, because I'm just like, why don't more people do that? Like, if you're being chased by someone, the last thing that they're gonna expect is for you to just turn around, and they're already running. So it's like, you don't even need to cock back. Just put your fist out.
Momentum.
All that momentum, like, and I was just like, that was like a genius move. Like, someone's chasing you, you're not fast enough to get away. Just turn around and clock them.
This has been unexpected self-defense tips with Matt.
I'm saying, side quest complete.
Villain somewheres. Yeah.
Look, next time you're being chased and you think you can't get away, just turn around and clock him. So,
Oh my gosh.
my wise words of wisdom. Shout outs to Trav. And then I guess we can touch on Hikari. That was his name, right? The suspended and or expelled. Yeah, he's suspended.
Yeah.
The student. That little scene.
Kirara and
Kirara. Yeah. And Hikari. That scene that him and Itadori had, like right before the end, I really liked that scene. Like when they're just like how
it was so
Yeah,
natural.
yeah, that perfect word for it. Even how like they just had, I want to say steady cam, but it's like it's a drawn show, not a shot show. But like, even how they just had like the one perspective of it, like just like it was kind of like that pulled back shot of just them sitting, and it didn't change that scene no matter what they were doing. I love that whole part. That shit was dope. And then even his reasoning for like wanting to start the Fight Club, like just to be like show like, yo, like there's some dope people out here. We do dope things. Like the passion of the people should be able to rival just, Jujutsu High shouldn't be like the end all be all for people who want to like do something with their life. So even his motives I thought was really fire. And then I was cracking up Itadori talking about who's Gojo? Who that? soon as he said that, I was like, this motherfucker. Like, what? Like, bro, like that there's a whole bunch of sorcerers here, and you got like the strongest sorcerer ever of all this. That's like somebody in the Harry Potter universe. Who Dumbledore? Harry Potter. Never heard of him.
Not be, no.
Yeah, right. Who can't we name? Like, who must not be named? I'm not familiar.
The innocence.
Yeah, bro. But he clocked it quick. He said, "Oh yeah, you want some bullshit? Everybody know Gojo. Like, you want some bullshit, my boy."
He didn't realize he was caught until it was like, oh.
And then I like you were talking about like the natural. I loved Itadori's reaction when he like stood up slow and he's just like, hold on, like before you spaz. Like I loved that part, because I feel like that's what a natural human reaction would be in that moment. Like when you know you just got busted. Yeah. And you know that the person is all about that violence, and you're just like, wait, like, hold on, like, let's talk about this like adults. He threw the glass at him.
The whole it was, I just the whole scene from an artistic perspective too. It was, and the dialogue. The dialogue was natural. So it just felt like two people just having a normal conversation, like very matter of factly. It's not, oh hey, I'm infiltrating, and the animation
so good.
was
so good.
Oh, so beautiful. The only thing that I wanted, the way he was positioning his body, Itadori, when he was standing up, if he would have leaned back and still been in kind of like the same position, the same like had the same demeanor, it would have been perfect, because nobody's really just standing there. If he's having a very frank conversation, I know this is boss, but he's not taking it that serious, he probably would have like leaned back on the counter that was behind him. That was my only thing about that, but everything else flowed.
Did you see them random doors that popped up?
Yeah, that was
what the fuck.
That was
what was
I don't
that?
know what kind of power that was, but
yeah,
he was using something.
It's like random doors that just popped up. I was like, what the fuck is that? I had to watch back a couple times. I've rewinded. I was like, what are those?
I like how he didn't use his powers at first, because he could have. Like you said, the glass was thrown first.
Yeah, which was such a funny thing for him to do. Yeah, he's just like, you fucking liar! I thought you were my boy.
That it's like, quickly too. I let you in here in 3 minutes. What do you mean?
Yo, I feel like in that brief interaction, like I feel like Hikari he felt like he found like a kindred spirit. He's just like, oh, like this kid gets it. Like even when he was saying that Kirawa, he was just like, oh, like this kid's fighting 3-dimensionally, like for the audience. Like he's trying to put on a show. He gets it. Tell him to come on up. So it was just like for him to be like, I've been trying to build this fight club to rival the high school, and he's like, but I need a strong piece on the board. He's like, you my boy. And then he finds out he was getting lied to. He's like, damn. Thought you were my guy.
Oh.
He said I
Betrayal.
opened up my heart for the first time in a long time, and this is what happens to me. Like, do you think his ex is somebody that we know? Remember, he had said the line where he was just like, I haven't felt this passionate about something since my ex maxed out my credit card. And Kirara was just like, stop. She was like, stop bringing up your ex. Like,
that would be cool. I feel like it was a throwaway line, but if it turns out not to be a throwaway
I want it to be like
line,
Maki. I want Maki to be his ex. You know, like just
so
like,
cool.
like yeah, I want like a real crazy.
Or is there somebody
character.
that's not a third year or something that's really into like monetary?
Yeah, I can't. Do we? Are Maki and Panda and all them, were they third year students? Or were they second year students?
I feel like they were second.
Yeah, I thought they were just a grade up above Megumi and all of them. So yeah, I'm not sure who the third years are. But yeah, like when he said that my ex, just because I feel like he's like a very strong personality and would need like another strong personality to like, you know, even him out. I want Maki to be his ex. And I wanted it to have been like a toxic relationship. I wanted it to be toxic as fuck.
They meet again. She's like, look at me now. Ugh.
Yeah. She was like, guess what I did last week? Killed my whole family. While you was trying to run this little fight club, I just knocked off the whole Zenin clan. Bitch ass nigga.
That would be a good payoff.
That'd be fire. And I don't even want it to be like a big deal. He just be like, Maki. She'd be like, just like, and then somebody be like, y'all got a history. She's like, no, that's my ex. Like, yeah, exactly. And then we just move on. That's all I want. Well, my dear, I feel like we did a really good job of stretching this episode. Is there anything that we haven't touched on with this one that you would like to talk about?
I'm glad we got to see the old man's powers again, because that was a memory jog. I was like, oh shit, okay, he's shredded. You know, the nose piercing makes more sense, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, all right.
Yeah, I like when he pops up. Yeah, that was super sad because I like the Masamichi. Like I liked him. I thought he was cool. And then my man got carved up, bro. And then when Panda caught him and he was like crying, that one.
I was so mad. I was like, damn, don't you guys know about the calling games? Don't you want to win? Come on now. Hello.
I'm saying we need all the people we
what
can
are you
get.
Thinking?
Look, everybody's not. It's not one band, one sound. That's look. This is the classic. You know, friends become enemies, enemies become friends. You know, but we're all richer for the experience. It's that story. You know, it's like a ragtag team to take on the culling game. That's what we're going for here, which I'm here for. You know, which I am here for. Predictions. I feel like the next episode is going to be them fighting, right? You think? Oh, matter of fact, so here's the question I asked. Right. Episode 5. Do they convince Hikari to join their team within that episode?
I feel like they do. I feel like they're gonna show Kirara. I like her. I like saying her name because of
Inuyasha.
Yeah, Inuyasha. I feel like they're gonna show her powers, and you know it's gonna be like sprinkle. She's gonna get taken out easily. And the third year's gonna be like, I mean, I guess I can see where you guys are coming from. Sure.
Well, fine. Yeah. You know, for the sake of the plot, just to give us content, I'm gonna say they don't convince him within episode 5. But funnily enough, I do like you're crediting Kirara for helping recruit. I'm gonna credit her for the reason why it doesn't happen in the next episode. I think they're gonna get to a point where there is like some respect building a little bit, and she's gonna like put the fire out. She'll be like, nah, what the fuck? They lied to you, bro. Came up in our shit. Like JJK suspended you. Like, fuck that school. Like, he's like, you know what? Fuck yeah, fuck that school. Like,
oh my gosh, you brought up something. I think, remember, like under the titles, I think she's still active.
Yeah,
it didn't say X.
Yeah, it said she's a third year student. Yeah, but I'd have to go back and look because I didn't see if it said like suspended third year student. I know her said third year too, but yeah, that's definitely a thing. She was a student in the school. But yeah, I'm like, I think they're gonna fight. There's gonna be some fisticuffs, There's probably gonna be some respect within said fight because Itadori, I feel like he's gonna try to not be very defensive. He's like, I don't want to fight you, boss. We're just trying to be friends.
He's gonna have
the Cullen
to.
game. And I feel like they'll have like conversations while fighting, and maybe he'll start to convince them. And Kira's gonna remember that school did them dirty. And she's like, but what about the suspension? And he's like, damn, you're right. They fucked up my lunch program. I was getting free lunch at that school. Now I can't get no lunch.
Oh my gosh.
It took away my bento box benefits. You know, I love a good bento box.
I like the alliteration.
You see, you know, some call me a wordsmith. But what would you rate this episode? What would you give this one? Out of 10 Sukuna fingers, how many Sukuna fingers are you giving this one?
Honestly, I'm gonna give this. I know I'm probably it's gonna be controversial. I'm gonna give this a 7.7.5 Sukuna fingers.
That's higher than what I thought you were gonna go. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like not a lot happened. Like I feel like what we got was great. Like I said, the animation was fire. Like I loved seeing Panda again, seeing Masamichi, and all that stuff. I liked the Naruto. Mm-hmm. Shut up. And real quick. Side quest. Black celebrity nerds, stop fucking calling that shit Naruto. It is not called Naruto. No one calls it Naruto. You make us all look bad when you get on these public platforms and you call it Naruto. Yeah, that's not the fucking name of the show.
My favorite anime was Naruto.
That shit when I tell you that shit makes my skin itch. Like when, like these people hop up on here and start talking about the brand and they be like, oh yeah, Naruto. I love Naruto. I'm like, that's not the fucking name of the show.
Megan Thee Stallion would never.
I feel like she has. She has. She's on the list. She's on the list of the people that I was talking about. Like she's one of the ones that refers to as Naruto. Her, Michael B. Jordan. He says it is he's firmly he says Naruto every time he brings this up. Every time.
I find out that Meg Thee Stallion, if I'm gonna have to after this, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to
look it up. Go look it up. She
Dear
refers
Megan.
Dear Mr. Royal Hampton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a letter. Like real shit. But yeah, so yeah, that was my side quest because it's something that it bugs my bunny. It grinds my gear. It burns my bridges. Stop calling it Naruto. You make us all look bad. That's my wise words of wisdom in honor of our good brother Choto Trav. That's my words of wisdom before we close this bad boy out. But my dear, do you have anything that you would like to bless the masses with before we end this one?
If there's anything you guys think we need to know, anything that we missed, please leave us a comment.
Oh yeah, please do. Hey, look, this podcast thrives on imperfection. Like that's what we do here. We are here to have fun. We are here to talk about shows that we love. We are not here to be perfect. We are not here to be over analytical. We're just here for the vibes. It's the reason that you come for the content, but you stay for the culture. It's in the tagline. We say this at the opening of the episode all the time. I am notoriously known for not knowing names. That's like my whole steez. Like, it's an identifier for me. Like that I mispronounce shit. But we just here to have a good time. A little white girl, a little white wine. Shout out to Wale Lyric. The rain.
The pop culture references.
That's why we here, baby. That's why we are here. But to all the lifers, the new listeners, and the fellow travelers, we have reached our final destination as we arrive aboard the Nama station. I'm very proud that we got 40 minutes out of this episode. I'm going to just say that real quick. So lend us your vibes by way of likes, listens, reviews, and subscribes. And the easiest way that you can do that is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. And just like the North, because I let go of all of my Game of Thrones pain and I'm never going to watch it again, but I'm able to talk about it and not get upset. So just like the North, always remember, whether you watch it or you read it, we all need it. So open up your nerd eye, point it to the sky, and we will see you next time aboard the brothership. See you soon, Space Cow people. Dodon Ray. In honor of our good brother, and soon Pappy to be, Troto Trav. Always remember, checking your chickens, harvest your fowls. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Bye.